So I saw this Old Humans of New York post pop up on my feed, and I thought this is the perfect vehicle to talk about how men are dying alone, and they've been dying alone. This post is from Valentine's Day 2020, and you know, 3 years ago, 3 years plus, and look at what this guy is whining about. So he says, she, his wife, left me 15 years ago and took the kids back to Puerto Rico. I barely talk to them anymore. I stay at home and I be by myself. When I get home and open that door, everything is dark. I try to play psychology with myself. I'll watch a good movie or read the Bible or take 2 pills and go to sleep early, but it's not working. It's not reality. The reality is I'm alone. I need somebody, somebody physically with me. I need my family with me. Whatever I did, I apologize for not listening, for not taking her seriously. She'd tell me, I don't mind if you party some, but you need to pay attention to your family. And I'd do it for a while, then I'd forget. I don't know why. I was young. I was bored. I felt like I was trapped. But now that I'm this age, I understand. Those were the best days of my life. Now I wish I had somebody to take care of the way I used to before. Back in the 90s, 2 jobs, nice apartment, buying them everything, Christmas and holidays. I want to go back to bed with my wife, with my kids in the other room, and tomorrow we go to work. That's it. Normal. I just want normal. This guy only cares about himself. He's only sad because he's unhappy. So this woman and her children left 15 years ago and he's just now regretting his choices. So you mean to tell me, she said you're partying too much, you need to calm down. He ignored her, she leaves, and now that being the old man in the club is boring. Now he wants his family back, I hope his wife got remarried to a real man many years ago. Do you know how many natural disasters have happened in Puerto Rico in the past 15 years? But he didn't say, when the earthquake came, when those hurricanes came, I thought about my children being in danger. Nope. 15 years and he only gives a damn because he's lonely. This man didn't know or try to find out if his kids were dead or alive before this. Pathetic. And this is a lesson many men are getting firsthand. In older generations, these men used to leave their families and come crawling back when they hit Social Security age, looking to reconcile, aka looking for a comfy place to die. That's over. Kids are going to therapy now instead of trying to build some BS relationship with a selfish parent who always put themselves ahead of their kids. And a lot of these men are getting their Social Security garnished anyway because of child support. No money and no safety net. It's a new day and men need to learn how to govern themselves accordingly. Because let's go back to what he himself said. His wife said, go ahead and party some, but you need to pay attention to your family. I'd do it for a while, then I'd forget. You didn't forget, you just didn't want to do it. Then the excuse changes. Oh, I was young. I was bored. I felt trapped. That's like 5 different excuses, sir. Which is it? But the truth is, he thought he could have it all, and you can't. Now he's paying. Like and follow for more.
Hey beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria David. All right, when we talk about dying alone, of course we are not saying literally like dying with a lot of people together and burying you in the same grave. We are saying that there's not going to be any family around you, no wife, no children, and studies have shown that men have been dying alone for the past 3 years which I feel like is even getting worse now. Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. I have few stitches to share with you all, then I'll share my opinion at the end of the stitches.
And I thought this is the perfect vehicle to talk about how men are dying alone, and they've been dying alone.
So this reminded me of the story of a man who lived in the US. He went to the US, forgot his Kenyan family, and came back like when he was just heading towards the grave, just waiting for them to take care of him in his last days, and he brought nothing back with him. And this is also another story. He went to Tanzania, which is like a neighboring country. You could just take a night bus and visit your family. But he lived in Tanzania for 42 years, never came back to see his wife and sons. And when he decided to come back home at 94, his wife and sons were dead, and he expected his extended family to take care of him. And what happened? His family took care of him. And as you can see, this is from 2022, so there are women who there are family members who still believe in caring for people like this. And it breaks my heart knowing that this is what men look at and tell women they're going to die alone. and yet they're doing shit like this. This man came back from Tanzania, and his wife was dead. And he still expected his family to take care of him, like his grandchildren, to take care of him, when he was never in their lives for 42 fucking years.
Falling back when they hit Social Security age, looking to reconcile, aka looking for a comfy place.
Okay, this is a really good video. You should go back and listen to it. But this one was talking about this article by this man who's upset that he was going through all his partying days and didn't care about his family, so they left him. And now that he's older, he really, truly regrets it. And how all these old men, they want to party hard, but once they hit their old age, they want someone comfortable to take care of them. And the funniest thing is that my ex actually had the audacity to say this to my face. Not once, but twice. And he was only drunk one of the times. The first time was when he was trying to convince me to have an open polyamorous relationship because we were both raised very, very religious. He felt like he didn't get a chance to live a little. So as he's pushing 40, he's looking back at his life going, oh, I've missed out on all this stuff. He's like, I want to party. I want to go sleep around and have experiences that I was never allowed to have. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, that does not sound like fun to me. And he's like, well, then I want to go do it without you. And maybe I'll come back later and we'll grow old together. He wanted me to wait around for him to sow his wild oats and thought that I would be waiting for him when he got back. Then, a couple of months later, I had told him I was done. We had split, but we hadn't told the kids yet. We were waiting till after the holidays so that we didn't pull a Chandler Bing and completely ruin their memories of the holidays. And so we're acting like we're still together. And he's drunk. It's around Christmas time. He's drunk. And he starts talking about the girls he's texting and having all this fun with and stuff like that. And then he starts talking about how he has so much confidence that I'm not going to go anywhere and that he is going to be able to go and live this life and that I will be waiting for him. And the whole time I'm just like, nope, that is not going to happen. And that next year, he became increasingly more and more angry and accused me of being hostile as I continued to break away and truly sever ties. He acted as though I was attacking him when I was just doing what you do when you split up, because he truly believed that I was just going to wait for him. And then when it became abundantly clear that that was not going to happen, he started whining to the kids and being like, man, I really wish your mom would take me back. No, I will always love your mom. If she would take me back, I would come home in a minute. Which even my 8-year-old recognized that because he had a girlfriend, it was very rude and disrespectful for him to say that about his ex-wife.
I stay at home and I be by myself. When I get home and open that door, everything is dark.
Watch that video I stitched because it's detailed, of course, of how this man from this article was saying that he is lonely and he's sad and he's like, whatever he did to his ex-wife, he's apologizing and he's sad for 15 years because his wife left him alone. And now I can think about this in my situation. When I broke up with my ex, he kept coming back to me and he was saying that it's so sad to be like this, we're old already, we're like, it's sad without you, it's lonely without you. But of course it's in Filipino, and he's like saying, I think we should get together for the kid, for our son, and and I'm like, initially when we broke up, I was thinking of giving him 1 year and then maybe we can consider or something like that. But because he kept on saying that thing to me, like, I can feel that he doesn't really care about how he hurt me and the pain that he's given me, and that, like, not even repentant. And he doesn't even know the things that he did wrong. He's not even recognizing them. It's just for him, it's just sad. He's just sad that there's nobody cooking for him. He misses my food, the things I cook, and he misses how his life was with us. So I kind of really realized that it wasn't the only reason he wants me back is because I'm doing these things for him, and it's not because he's sorry for the things that he did. So I was kind of afraid to go back to that, because I know that unless you realize the mistakes that you made, you won't be able to change it. You won't be changing anything, because you think that there's nothing wrong with it. So here we are 4 years after, and we're still not together. So there.
If you're still here, definitely you're enjoying this video. Kindly like, comment, and share this video to whoever might find it helpful. All right, this particular man that was analyzed in the beginning of the video, he didn't feel bad until he was getting old and he needed his family to bury him. I feel like that's most mentality that men have. They feel like I want to party hard, I want to have a lot of girls around me. Even while you're married, that's what they do. They want to be like, I want to feel young again. When they are supposed to have that quality time with their family, they spend that time, that money, the resources outside someone that would never be with them when they are sick or when they are old. The only person that will stay with you even when you're very ill at your old age with love is your wife. If you're a man and you're married, it's your wife. If you treat her right, if you've treated her right while you were young, while you were healthy, while you guys just got married or during you guys' marriage years, if you were there for her, you did not maltreat her or cheat on her or do anything that would hurt her feelings too much, she will stick with you with love while you are very ill and you cannot even move your legs, you can't even go to the toilet. She will stick with you. But men want to have their way. They want to have a woman, they want to have a family. At the end of the day, they still want to go out there and still enjoy life, carry women, party hard. And in fact, they want to take a break for the marriage and be like, okay, you know what, I'm coming back. Women, you always wait for them. That's what they're thinking, what used to happen in old centuries. So they want to do all that, then come back while they are old to come and die with their family. And they also want that love to still be there before they left. Like, oh, I want someone to be I always see videos whereby men come and say women are going to die alone, child free by choice, women are going to die alone. But you all are the one dying alone, because if you continue with this attitude you give your woman, there's no how men will always die alone. They will always die alone. In the part of the world that I am, you see some old men alone, only them staying alone. Where is their wife? Where is their children? Most of them have left the father. The children have left the father. You know why? Maybe because he was not a good father to them. They had to walk away. The wife self have gone. She has gone our separate ways. Then you see old man. Sometimes I don't pity them, because when you see them, you be like, why is nobody taking care of this man? Where is his wife? Where is it? They will start saying, my wife is not around. She left me. But what do you do when your wife will leave you? Wife cannot. See, women, I feel like women stay with you even when you can't. I say when you can't go to the toilet. A woman that loves you and she knows that you show her that respect, you are a good man, she will stay with you through thick and thin. Women are that hospitable. Men might not stay with you. Maybe when you lose your legs, you lose your hand, maybe you get burns on your face, they might be ashamed of you. Most men might not be able to stay with you. But women, will stay with you even when you don't have legs anymore. Maybe she married you with full body and you have an accident, she will still stay with you regardless. So for a woman to leave you while you are like that is because you have been building that resentment in her since, and that's why she decided to leave you and let you die alone and suffer it alone. So when I see these old men, trying to struggle with their lives, they see the way they are walking, you see their house is scattered, they don't like, you can see that they are actually suffering and they are regretting their decisions. Like, oh, they used to party, you see them showing you pictures when they were going out with friends, and all of that, and they wish. I've met an old man like that before, trying to say like, okay, wish that he could come back to his family, to come back to his wife that you were beating your wife while you guys were married, when you were still young, because you have that strength, you beat your wife, your children, you treated them anyhow. Now because you're about to die, you're not coming back to your family. Do you think that the love they had for you then will still be there? Come on, men won't take this. Men cannot. I don't think a man will take any woman that actually decides to say, okay, I want to go outside and sleep with different men, then I'll come back and meet you. Men will not take it. So why do they expect a woman to also? We also have the same feeling. We have feelings too. So I'm not surprised if men continue dying alone, because the kind of pattern they are setting these days, they will end up dying alone. Women will keep, because women don't want to settle for less anymore. They don't want to settle for men that will not own up to their responsibility anymore. So, and women are deciding to have children by themselves. So when women are going child free now, so they can easily leave you and you will die alone. So I feel like the few men that are still responsible, please just hold on to that, because old age, you will definitely need that woman, that family that you want to be with, that should stick with you regardless. Anything, any situation, you will need it. Like, it's a must, unless maybe you die young. But if you are going to stay old, you will need that family member, you will need her, you will need that your wife. So quit treating your wife anyhow, quit treating your family anyhow, and get to reality. Let me know your thoughts about this particular video down in the comment section, and thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and comment your thoughts down in the comment section, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.